Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon. Welcome back to Local to Global with FERENCVÁROS on FM22. We are finishing the season with the Hungarian club after qualifying for the Europa League knockout stages last time with our win in the Champions League group. Today though, we're against MTK at home. It's a league game. It's the last day of January, so January transfer window has almost wrapped up. I don't think we've made any signings yet. There's been a few sales, but we're trying to look for a centre-back. Struggling at the moment. We might have to wait till the summer. That's not the end of the world. As always, if you're enjoying this series, drop a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. I am still COVID positive, but thankfully symptoms have more or less gone. Fingers crossed, we'll be good. So last episode we took on Real Sociedad at home in our final group game and we won 1-0. It was a very even game. Could have gone either way. Could have been a draw. We could have lost and finished bottom of the group. If that had happened, we probably would have left the club. But we managed to win 1-0. So we finished third in our group, qualified for the Europa League knockout stages. I did say last time I was going to add the draw for the knockouts onto the start of this video. So here it is. I recorded it yesterday. Here's the draw. Okay, so we're on the draw for the Europa League first knockout round. No seeding, so we can get anybody in this draw. Just a reminder of the teams that we do have here. Atletico, Basel, Mönchengladbach, Celtic, Chelsea, who we faced last year in the Europa League, Dinamo Zagreb, Dynamo Kiev, Fenerbahce, Feyenoord, Rangers, Rapid Vienna, Shakhtar, Benfica, Villarreal, and Zenit. Some good sides in there. Some sides I think we'll definitely struggle to beat. I think Atletico and Chelsea we want to be avoiding. Probably Benfica as well. But there's some sides here we can definitely beat. So we'll go automatic draw. Fingers crossed we get someone good. Someone that we can beat though. So let's see what the draw brings us. Basel, the first team out of the hat, and they host Zenit. Dynamo Kiev have a home draw first. They've got Fenerbahce. Kiev would have been tough, I think. Mönchengladbach, they've got Rapid Vienna. Feyenoord out next. And they've got Atletico. We've avoided a big side there. That's good. Dinamo. They get Benfica. Okay, they've gone. Chelsea, still a possibility. Rangers get FERENCVÁROS. It's Rangers. Okay, I think we can beat Rangers. They're currently top of the Scottish Premiership, 4 points clear. Celtic are in third. That's a bit of a surprise. Won a couple of titles in Scotland, currently top of the table. Managed by John Heitinga. That's an interesting appointment. He's, where's he come from? So he started out as like a reserves manager for Ajax. And then went from West Brom to Hertha to Vitesse to Rangers. So he's been to England, Germany, Netherlands, Scotland. So, you know, pretty storied managerial career. And he's a good manager as well. Do they have anyone that we might recognise? Travers in goal, Bremer, Ronaldo Vieira. Fred plays for them, a 35-year-old midfielder. Is the one from Man United, so Fred's here. Also Adama Traoré. 19 pace still at 32 years old. That's going to be difficult to contend with. Ryan Gould's here as well. Okay. I think we can beat Rangers. I think we can beat them. We need to do well, but I'm confident we can actually beat them. Fingers crossed. We'll have that next episode, and hopefully we can beat them. Let's fast forward now to future me. Thank you, past me, for that. So yeah, we have drawn Rangers in the first knockout round. And I think I said then, and I think now, we can win that tie. You know, we need to make sure we get the result we want. In Scotland, if we can avoid defeat, we should be good. And hopefully we can beat them at home. But I think that's definitely a winnable tie. But if we don't play well enough, we're probably going to lose. In our last game before the winter break, we hosted Puskás Academia and we won. It was 1-0 in the 27th minute. Boris scored it. And then he scored again from a free kick not long after. 2 and 4 minutes for the ringer, who's coming along really nicely. It was 2-0. And then in the second half, we continued our dominance. It was 3-0 after 71 minutes. Vanksa scored it. But Puskás did get a goal, denying us a clean sheet. Schmidt with the set-piece header. But we scored a fourth after 82 minutes. Riccardi with the great ball for Andrade, who heads it in. And it's 4-1, final score. In our first game back after our winter break, we hosted Honved. We made it 1-0 through a penalty, which Shajevic scored. That was on about 12-13 minutes. And then we doubled our lead in the 33rd minute. Alessio Riccardi to Boros, and a lovely strike by the winger, who's been fantastic for us. It was 2-0 after 33 minutes. It was 3-0 in the last minute of the first half. Roman got a rebound in after Finks was blocked. It was 3-0 before half-time. But then Honved staged a little bit of a comeback. It was 3-1 after 86 minutes, Matias scored. And then in stoppage time, they actually got another one back and it was 3-2. Not a great clearance header by Shajevic. Hiroki with a fantastic strike. One of the best strikes I think I've seen this season. Ended 3-2. Gave us a bit of a scare late on there, did Honved. And then we were away against Dios Gior and were dominant in this one. It was 1-0 after 36 minutes. Andre Roman rounding the goalkeeper and scoring. In the second half, we doubled our lead after 63 minutes. It was a header by Johnny Clayton for I think his first goal for the club. And it was 3-0 not long after that. Clayton involved in this goal. Andrade with a great through ball to Fink and he scores to make it 3. It was 4-0 on 78 minutes. Bradley Fink with a far post header from the set piece. But once again, we ended up throwing away a clean sheet and conceding. 79 minutes in, Diogo Abreu with the ball, Hodau with a cross, and it was Bilotskevich with the goal. And then we did get a fifth in the 90th minute, Andrade with that one. And it was 5-1, a dominant performance, but not getting enough clean sheets at the moment for my liking. I might be asking a bit much if we've only lost one and drawn one league game this season. Every other one has ended in a win. But yeah, we're just throwing away silly goals that we don't need to. We could be getting clean sheets in this game and we're just conceding silly goals that we don't need to. But we're still doing really, really well. MTK the opponents today. And the next episode will be the first leg against Rangers. The second leg will follow. So in the league table, we are 9 points clear at the top of the table. Herva are not far behind us. They've lost 3 games more than us, but they have drawn the same number and actually have a better defensive record than us. So they're actually not far behind us and are our closest challengers by far. And yeah, you know that we finished third in our Champions League group, so we will be facing Rangers next episode in the knockout stages. So on to transfer news, and you know that Fede de Jong has left the club. We told you this last time. He has gone to Molde. He had a decent spell for us last year. He actually got a few goals, and he got one this season, but wasn't starting nearly enough, wasn't even registered for the European games. So he was transfer listed, and Molde have come in, so he's gone to Norway. Vito Kajic has also left the club. The Croatian midfielder has gone to Angers. He was another January signing that we brought in for under £1 million. We've sold him for 1.5, so that's not bad going either. We had too many midfielders because we had such an injury crisis last season. I went a bit over the top, and also this summer by midfielders as well. Clayton came in, Roman came in, so we didn't really need that many. But Kajic has gone as well, £1.5 million to France. And also Nasi Univar, the left-sided midfielder, has also left the club. He's gone to Espanyol, so he's gone to Spain, to La Liga. £5.25 million for him. Just didn't play often enough for me to warrant really sort of keeping him around. He hasn't started a single game this season. 7 from the bench, hasn't really done much. So he's also left the club. So 3 sales. We haven't brought anybody in yet, and I don't think we desperately need a player. If we can find a centre-back, then that would be good. But if not, I think we should be okay. Tollinson and Adu are our starters, obviously. You've got Ballard. Sajovic can also play centre-back if need be, as can Mogirusi, but I'd rather play him as a midfielder than a centre-back. So we should be okay without another centre-back, but if we can find a good one, then we may well act in the transfer window. And there's still a little time left in the window. It closes on the 13th of Feb, strangely, so there's still some time in the transfer window. We've also had bids for Andre Roman, and we have an asking price for him set at, I think, 6 million. And Zlatan Shajevic has also been subject of interest from some sides as well. Anderlecht interested in him, Leicester, Udinese, Granada. So yeah, some of our players are wanted. Hopefully we can hold on to them. And with that, let's jump into the game today. We're against MTK. We're at home. This should be a comfortable 3 points, though. They are third in the league, so they're not doing too badly. A few injuries in the side. Alexander Zubkov is out with an Achilles injury, so he's going to be out for probably 2 to 3 weeks, the winger. Mogirusi's also just picked up a hernia, so he's out for 2 weeks, the 19-year-old, who's been really solid for us. And also Vanksa and Lonchar have just come back from knocks, so they're not fully fit, but they should be okay. Borkovic's actually going to replace Kingses at right back today. Just want to see what he's got to offer, because he hasn't been starting too much. He's getting a bit upset about it. So we're going to give him a chance today. Shajevic has also been saying the same thing, but again, we're gonna give him the game today. We had a really good performance last time out in the league. We won 5-1 away from home. We'll try and keep that going and get another 3 points here. Hopefully, we can go the rest of the season without dropping too many points. I think we lost 3 games last season. We've lost 1 so far, just the 1 draw. So fingers crossed we can actually improve on our points tally from last season. I think we've got 84 points last year. So if we can beat that, that would be phenomenal this season. And of course, we want to try and win the cup as well. Get a couple more trophies from this season, seeing as we're going to be here till the end of the season. Europa League, we'll see how far we get. I think we've got enough about us to beat Rangers and knock them out, but we need to make sure that we're on our A game when we do face the Scots. And Boros has been one of our A game players, but his effort there does go over. Although thus far this game has been underwhelming. That's the only highlight we've seen. We've had 1 shot on target, 2 now, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hasn't been amazing, but we've been the dominant side. We've got lots of possession. Here's Johnny Clayton to Roman, and that's not going to find one of our players, although Gabriel was very close to the goal line then. Didn't go over though, but definitely didn't. And he's gone long. Not going to find that. Don't show us that. That's the stupidest thing in this game. Okay, half-time. Pretty underwhelming first half. Just a couple of shots on target for us. No massive chances, really, but we've dominated the game. We should make sure that we get the result that we want now. We need a goal. Let's demand more as we go into the second half, and let's try and win the game. MTK have offered very little, so hopefully they don't sneak a goal in FMS, but we need 3 points here. And the goalkeeper sends it long. It's an easy header for Tollinson, though. Here's Bradley Fink to Roman. And that's a good ball forward for Andrade. And he's brought down by Tamas. And that's going to be a penalty. Maybe a card for Tamas. I don't know that Andrade was really in line to score there. So I don't think it's going to be a red. But it's definitely a penalty. Let's see if there's any cards given. There's not. Who's taking this? It might be Shajevic. Because he's been on the penalties recently. He is here. It's 57th minute. It's a good penalty. It's 1-0. I mean, I'd like to score them from open play, really, but at least we've got the goal now to show for our dominance. See the replay of the penalty. Very calmly taken. Just solid penalty, really. That's really helped our XG, because I don't think it was really very good before that. So that at least makes that figure look a bit better. But still only 1-0, and it was from the spot. So I think we could be doing a bit better here. And Boros has picked up another knock. Like, this man cannot stay injury-free. And we're a bit lacking in options on the left, especially as Zubkov's injured and we've sold Univar. So that's giving us a bit of an issue out wide. Apparently Lonchar can play on the left. Would that be as like a left winger? Is he left-footed? Yeah, he's left-footed. So I think Lonchar as a winger will do. Correa is also tired, so I think we might bring him off for Djordjevic as well. Double change 3/4 of the way through the game. Need a second goal here. MTK haven't really threatened at all, but all it takes is one chance for them to get a goal, and we need to be winning this game. So we need to make sure we try and get a second goal here. Roman's got it. Here's Borkrovink, who's far forward. And that's a solid cross, but oh! Well, the goalkeeper's come out for that and got nowhere near it. Bradley Fink has an open goal to head into. It is 2-0. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing there. He's come out and not really attempted to claim the ball, has he? Let's see this again. Borkrovink came forward from right back. And the cross was good. And the goalkeeper's way too late to jump for that. Fink's already won the header when Gabriel's feet leave the ground. Like, that is bad goalkeeping. Now MTK coming forward, and they've given the ball away. And now we've got the ball back again here. Shajevic. That's a good ball for Roman, who is onside, and the finish isn't great. Okay, 10 minutes to go. I think it will be maybe Riccardi off. We don't really have any centre mids. We could put Lonchar back in midfield. Do something like this. Vanksa. And you know what? Seeing as we don't really have any wide players, let's play 3 strikers. No, it's 2-0. Hopefully we can just get a third goal. And like I say, MTK haven't really offered anything. So we should be okay here. It's an MTK side that really haven't done very well. They're in 3rd place as well. Like, they're looking to try and qualify for the Europa Conference League, and they're not going to do it if they play like this. Full time, 2-0. Pretty routine, actually. You know, it took a little while to get going, but, you know, we have the win. We have the 3 points. Forever winning against Debrecen, so that gap stays at 9 points. They are trying to stay as close to us as they can. So, you know, we need to make sure that we're picking up maximum points. Like I said last time, like, our progress has been really good in this Journeyman, but we haven't actually won that many trophies. Like, if we look at our job history, we have only won 5 trophies in this Journeyman. 3 of them were with Europa, and that was a League Cup and Pepe Reyes Cup, their like Community Shield equivalent. And then last season, of course, we won the league and the cup with FERENCVÁROS. We won no trophies with Tunbridge. We didn't win any with Mechelen. So, yeah, you know, it's going to be a couple more trophies here, hopefully. And then you know, we'll try and focus more on winning trophies, like sort of down the line, I think. Of course, our next club is probably going to be quite a big jump. Like, we're looking at those top 5 leagues, as I mentioned, like the La Liga sides, Premier League sides, Bundesliga sides, Serie A. There's nothing going right now because it is the end of January. I think most managerial changes have happened. But a side like Le Havre would be someone maybe to look at. 16th in Ligue 1. But next episode, we are in the Europa League knockout stages. We're up against Rangers. The away game is first up at Ibrox. That will be next time. And then after that will be the second leg at home. Fingers crossed we can get through. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. And Europa League football comes back next episode. Last season, we got to the second knockout round after winning our group. We came up against Chelsea. We had a really strong showing, avoided defeat in England but lost. Here, we're going to try and get through to the same round again. Hopefully things go better the second time round. We'll find out what happens next time. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.